Good day and welcome to the Prime Feed News. I'm John Smith. Following the DA's intentions of getting 12 cabinet posts, including that of the deputy president in the government of national unity, the ANC says President Cyril Ramaphosa has the final word on the appointment of the cabinet. On Sunday, the DA's federal chair Helen Zille wrote a letter to ANC Secretary General Fikile Mbalula informing him that her party wanted around 12 ministerial positions in the government of national unity. This also included the DA's approving the appointments of directors general for all departments under its control, in what many on social media said was akin to cadre deployment. That directors general in departments reporting to Democratic Alliance ministers are selected by panels consisting of Democratic Alliance ministers and submitted to the president for his approval, and that such approval cannot reasonably be withheld. Zille's letter reads, "The Democratic Alliance preferred the following portfolios: economic sectors, investment, employment and infrastructure development, social protection, community and human development, governance, state capacity and institutional development, justice, crime prevention and security, international cooperation, trade and security." The Democratic Alliance said it can only agree to give up the deputy president position if it is replaced with both a minister in the presidency and a deputy minister of finance. For the positions, Democratic Alliance wants a deputy president who is also designated as the leader of government business and participates fully in the policy development and monitoring responsibilities of the presidency, and a deputy minister of finance who participates fully in the development of the budget. But DA's Richard Newton confirmed the authenticity of the letter and told that some of the demands had already been ironed out between the parties. He could not say which demands had been ironed out. Responding to the DA's demands, the ANC called it outlandish and outrageous, stating that no single party can hold the government of national unity to ransom. This is after the DA's demands were leaked to the media and also on social media. Negotiating through leaking demands to the media is an act of bad faith, and this practice will not help the cause of any party. It is only the president who has the final say on the appointment of his cabinet. The government of national unity cannot be held to ransom by any single party, the ANC said.
The ANC has noted with concern that some parties have been making outlandish and outrageous demands for specific cabinet positions in the media. Negotiating through leaking demands to the media is an act of bad faith, and this practice will not help the cause of any of the parties in the negotiating table. It is only the president who has the final say on the appointment of his cabinet. The government of national unity cannot be held to ransom by any single party. The people need a government to be established sooner rather than later. The ANC confirms that since the announcement of the historic agreement between 10 South African political parties to form an ANC-led government of national unity for the 7th Democratic Administration, Phase 2 of the establishment of the GNU is well underway, with highly anticipated announcement of the cabinet by President Cyril Ramaphosa that is now drawing close. The outcome of the 2024 national and provincial elections made it clear that 30 years into democracy, South Africans want political parties to work together to solve the important challenges facing the country and to improve the lives of our people.
While the delays continued to plague the announcement of the cabinet, the party maintained that the people needed a government to be established sooner, rather than later. In a statement, the ANC confirmed that Phase 2 of the establishment of the Government of National Unity was underway, with the anticipated announcement of cabinet positions by Ramaphosa drawing close. Ramaphosa was inaugurated as president last week at the Union Buildings in Pretoria. The ANC, in power for the past 30 years, resorted to the government of national unity after losing its more than 50% majority in parliament after managing just 45% of the national vote at the 2024 elections. So far, 10 parties including the ANC, Democratic Alliance, IFP, Patriotic Alliance, Freedom Front Plus, UDM, Rise Mzansi, Uljama, Pan-Africanist Congress, and Good have joined to form part of the Government of National Unity. All these parties represent a majority of over 70%, 287 of the 400 seats in the National Assembly. But with more smaller parties joining the Government of National Unity, the possibility of doing a deal without the Democratic Alliance had become the center of much chatter on social media. The ANC said it was committed and open to working with all the parties.